YouTube, what is going on? My name is NostalgiaFPS, and thanks so much for tuning in to another video on the channel. If you're new around here, this is my series called Trash or Cash. Right now we're going through the Modern Warfare 3 assault rifles. There's 10 of them, and we're deciding which of them are the best and which are the worst. In this video, we're going to be covering the CM901, and last video we covered the FAD. Now, it's no secret, many dislike this assault rifle, but I'm here to give it a fair shot. I'll be factoring in the statistical strengths, the weaknesses, and my personal preference with the weapon. The first strength that this gun has is its damage. It does 49 damage up close, which means if you mix in a headshot, it's a 2-shot kill. The iron sights, you either love them or you hate them, but to me they're surprisingly good, and you do not need a red dot sight on this weapon. The range on the CM901 is super good, and matched with that damage, you're going to be able to 2- and 3-shot people from a very far distance away. And then the reload, I guess it's kind of normal. I wouldn't consider it bad, which in this sense is a strength. Moving along to the weaknesses, there are some glaring issues that got to be addressed when you're talking about the CM901. The absolute biggest downfall to using the CM901 is the fire rate is just way too slow compared to the other assault rifles. It's got a fire rate in the mid 600s for rounds per minute. It comes out to something like 11 or 12 shots per second, which is extremely weak for an assault rifle. What makes that low fire rate even worse is the fact that it's really hard to place your shots. The recoil on the CM901 is very unpredictable. There's lots of horizontal recoil, lots of bouncing when you're shooting, and it's just really hard to track a target. Of course, the kick proficiency will help you with this, but if you're required to use a proficiency to have the weapon be usable, it's not a good sign. The last thing that I consider a weakness is the aim down sight animation. The aim down sight time is normal for the CM901, but the animation just makes it feel really sluggish and slow. Honestly, the aim down sight and the reload on the CM901, they're not that bad, but in tandem with the slow fire rate, it just makes everything feel very sluggish. So we just covered the strengths and the weaknesses of the CM901, but is it actually fun to use in game? Do I enjoy using it? Well, the answer to that is yes. I actually think the CM901 is quite the novelty rifle. It's a lot of fun to use, but I don't think that I would want to use it to go for MOABs or play competitively. Another thing is, I feel like I have to use kick every single time that I use it, which takes away some of the possibilities for fun when using the weapon. Like, if I wanted to run breath in a thermal sight, that would not be a fun experience. If I had to give you guys a preferred class setup, I would probably do kick and suppressor, or kick and extended mags. Kick extended mags would probably be the best combination because it utilizes the long range that the weapon already has. A suppressor kind of limits that, and also the kick proficiency would limit your recoil significantly. If I had to give a class setup I don't recommend, it would be silencer extended. A lot of people use silencer extended on their assault rifles because it gives them more ammo per clip to win more gunfights, and the suppressor keeps them off the radar. The reason I can't recommend this setup is you're going to lose so many gunfights because of your recoil than you would from not having enough ammo. With the CM901, you got to carefully choose each engagement, flank as much as possible, and try to avoid seeing 2 or 3 people at once. Alright, that sums up most of my thoughts on the CM901. Let's look at our recap of the previous guns that we reviewed. We got the FAD in the trash category. Now, where do I put the CM901? Right below it. It is also trash. I just cannot recommend this gun when there's so many better options. I would honestly recommend the PM9 Thermal over this thing. So that just about wraps up this week's iteration of Trash or Cash Modern Warfare 3. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave me a comment or a like, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Friendly Cobra inbound.